right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Now, the question is the president okay? And there's been a lot of speculation since the debate and since the press conference, and he also did a campaign rally and also an interview. And a lot of questions are that people have questions and concerns about Biden's health, especially potential voters on the Democratic side. What's really going on with the president right now? They said that a neurologist visited him 8 times. Now they're saying a Parkinson expert, but that's really a neurologist. Visited the White House 8 times, and they're not saying who they actually visited. And a lot of people are saying that this is a matter of public record, because usually for anybody else, the personal medical information is not made public, but for the president, it's made public. So let's take a listen here to the press secretary. Now, she said that he was visited twice, but it's been reported that he's been visited at least 8 times.
He sees a neurologist. That's 3 times, right? So I am telling you that he has seen a neurologist 3 times while he has been in this presidency. That's what I'm saying. I am telling you that he has seen him 3 times.
Okay, so she's saying 3 times, but it's being reported that he has been seen 8 times. So let's hear what she's saying again. There's obviously something going on here. That's how I feel.
That is what I'm sharing with you, right? So every time he has a physical, he has had to see a neurologist. So that is answering that question. No, it is. It is. You're asking me. I also said to you, Ed, for security reasons, we cannot share names. We cannot share names.
Others he would have met with. We cannot share names in regards to if someone came here in regards
we cannot share.
See, now she's saying that they can't share names, but she's saying that he was only visited twice. But they saying that they have records that he was visited 8 times. But now she's saying she can't share names. Something actually is going on here. That's what I feel.
We cannot share names of specialists broadly. From a dermatologist to a neurologist. We cannot share names. There are security reasons. We have to protect. I understand that. Physical examination. I hear you. Ed, I hear you. I cannot from here confirm any of that because we have to keep their privacy. I think they would appreciate that too. We have to give them. We have to keep their privacy. I hear you. Guys, hold on a second. There's no reason to go back and forth with me in this aggressive way.
Missed around here about how information's been shared with the press corps about him.
What do you miss about? What do you miss about?
Everything he just asked about.
And then every time I come back and I answer the question that you guys asked.
Correctly, you didn't have to come back and clean up.
I never answered the question incorrectly. That is not true. I was asked about a medical exam. I was asked about a physical. That was in the line of question that I answered. And I said, no, he did not have a medical exam. And I still stand by that. Matter of fact, the president still stands by that. He had a verbal check-in. That is something that the president has a couple times a week.
Now in regards to Dr. Kevin Kennard.
I hear you. And I am telling you.
Yeah, something's not right here, man. Something definitely is not right.
You, right now, that I am not confirming names from here. It is a security reason. I am not going to do that, Ed. It doesn't matter how hard you push me. It doesn't matter how angry you get with me. I'm not going to confirm a name. It doesn't matter if it's even in the log. I am not going to do that from here. That is not
Okay, let's go to what they're saying here.
The medical unit hosts a wide range of specialists, from dermatologists to neurologists, and so I cannot speak to every person because there's actually a security reasons to protect their privacy. For security reasons, we cannot share names. There are security reasons. It is out of security reason,
That's a ridiculous excuse, and the whole world can see right through it. There's no security. He was on the visitors' logs. It's a public document. It's public now. We know that Dr. Kennard.
Okay, so what they're saying is he was on the public log. I mean, on the visitor records. That's public information. So she has to share that because it's public information. So, I honestly feel, I don't know if it's 100%, but there's got to be some type of, I feel like there's a cover up here.
Came to the residence medical clinic at the bidding of Dr. Kevin O'Connor, who is the president's physician. That's what we know. What we don't know is who he saw there. Now, he went to the residence clinic, and a lot of people don't understand this. You know this, but there are two separate clinics there. There's a clinic in the Eisenhower Executive Office building, which is separate from the White House, and that's where everyone who's not a member of the First Family is expected to go get their care if they need to be seen. And it's possible that Dr. Kennard was coming in and he's seeing patients there, but he was waved into the residence clinic. The residence clinic is on the ground floor of the White House, directly below the president's bedroom, and it's reserved for care of the First Family. So if he was seen there, and if Dr. O'Connor summoned him to be seen there, our question is, who was he seeing there? Was he seeing the president, right? And she's claiming it's security, I guess patient privacy or something. But, you know, if he saw someone besides the president, just tell us that, okay? Have Dr. O'Connor come down to the podium and say that. But the question is, did he or did he not see the president? Because he is a neurologist who specializes in Parkinson's disease and movement disorders. And the sad truth is, the whole world knows that there's something wrong with this president. He's broken, right? And
he said the whole world knows that there's something wrong with this president. I mean, people are saying, well, I'm voting anyway. I'm doing what I'm doing, but it's obviously it's something wrong here. Like, who is running the country at this point? That's my question to you all. Who exactly is running the country? I know that there's 5 branches of government, right? I honestly believe that this country can run itself without the president, if need be, because we got 5 branches. And he has his cabinet, and we have a vice president. But as of right now, is he doing his job? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Is he doing his job right now, or is the country left without a president at this point? Like, what's really going on here? Like, it's obvious that something is going on. That's how I feel. I could just look at it just like this guy saying that the American people could actually see that. Like, something is up here, man. Something is up. That's how I feel about it. What say you?
Maybe it's not Parkinson's. He said it's not Parkinson's, but it's very Parkinson's-like. It's some other type of movement disorder and some other serious cognitive issue. We need to know what's going on. We need to know what he's being treated for. And if Dr. Kennard saw him in the residence clinic, which the records indicate that he did, we need to know that that happened, and we need to know why that happened. This is not a privacy issue anymore. This is our commander-in-chief. This is a national security issue.
See, that's what they're saying, that this is not a privacy issue. This is a national security issue. He is the titled the commander-in-chief. So the public has a right to know if something is going on with him. The public has a right to know. So yeah, point blank period. You know?
And if this man is not leaving our country and he's not capable of doing so, the world and the country needs to know that.
So Dr. Jackson, here's the question. John Levine, New York Post, he was the first person who reported this, not the New York Times. They got on the bandwagon. It was the New York Post. And here's the question he wanted asked yesterday. On January 17th, 2024, there was a meeting between 4 people in the White House Residence Clinic, which you have described well.
All right, so look at here. On January 17, 2024, there was a meeting between 4 people in the White House Residence Clinic. These people were Dr. Kevin O'Connor, President Biden's personal physician, Dr. Kevin Kennard, a Parkinson specialist from Walter Reed, Dr. John E. Atwood, a cardiologist from Walter Reed, and the 4th person in the meeting remains unknown. So who is the 4th person? And who were they meeting with? Were they meeting with his wife? Were they meeting with the First Lady? Were they meeting with someone else in the family? Or were they meeting with the president? If they were meeting with the president, is he okay to run the country? You know?
And he lists Dr. O'Connor, the president's doctor, Dr. Tanner, the specialist from Walter Reed, Dr. Atwood, and a 4th undisclosed person. As press secretary, I could not have sauntered into the president's residence and into his private clinic. That wouldn't have been possible. A small universe could be that 4th person. Who could have been that 4th person? List off the names.
I don't know exactly who it could have been. It was obviously a visitor who was outside. It wasn't a badge holder. They wouldn't have been listed on the visitor's log. I suspect it was another physician that was coming in to help. Maybe it was somebody from George Washington University, because Dr. O'Connor has credentials there as well. So maybe he brought somebody in that wasn't from Walter Reed. Maybe it was another specialist that would have been also identified as a Parkinson specialist or something that was consulting. Now, Dr. O'Connor said he hasn't been seen by a neurologist since his physical exam. Maybe that's true. Maybe he had his physical exam done like we know he did at Walter Reed, and maybe they were there consulting with Dr. O'Connor, who's continuing to treat him for whatever's going on. But I suspect it was probably another medical professional that would have been readily identified. We've obviously pretty quickly identified Dr. Kennard, but Dr. Kennard has a bit of a history at the White House Medical Unit. Someone who doesn't have a medical history, that's from another university medical center of some sort, who is a specialist in that area. That's all I can speculate, because if they didn't disclose the name.
Kevin O'Connor is a family intimate and one-time business associate of the president's brother, and they point to the conflict here. We're trying to get accurate information. I'm not suggesting O'Connor's not giving that to us. However, being so close and intimate with your patient all the way back to the vice presidency, does that worry you at all?
Well, it worries me now. When he was taking care of the Vice President Biden, he was on active duty. He was an Army colonel. He was taking care of him. But he got very close to him, and especially close to Jill Biden during that time. He essentially became part of the Biden family. And then when he left and went to work at GW as a civilian, retired from the military, they obviously brought him back in as their physician because they trust him. But I promise you, he will say or do anything that he has to do to cover for the Biden family. He is part of the Biden family, and we know now he's part.
I honestly think they're going to use the 25th. I honestly think so. They're going to have to make a decision, because he's not stepping out of the race. And if something seriously is going on with him, they have to feel confident that they can win the race with him. And then at some point bring Kamala Harris in, because this is how I feel if I'm voting Democrat. I'm really voting for Kamala Harris. I'm not voting for Biden. I'm voting that at some point in the near future, after they win the race, Kamala is going to take over. That's who I'm voting for. I'm just telling you how I see it. Now, he said that he's going to continue, but my thing is, there's a lot of things going on in the world. Can he withstand that with whatever's going on with him? I don't think so. I'm not a cardiologist. I'm not a neurological expert, but I just don't feel like he got it, man. I just don't. And so, yeah, I'll leave the link in the description of this, what they continue to say here. But there's definitely something going on. Let's see what else they're saying.
Probably been involved in some of their business dealings, and
Especially a neurologist. A neurologist is there to evaluate the doctor. There's obviously a trust issue here, right? They brought this person in who they know is a Biden donor, who's not going to go and tell. So he's been in there evaluating him allegedly 8 times in 8 months. That's once a month. That is not normal. No doctor is going to get an annual physical done by a neurologist unless there are clear signs that the family are well aware of. In other words, more of a cover-up from the administration, that he has been not only displaying cognitive decline, but perhaps neurological disease, not necessarily Parkinson's disease. Dr. Kennard can examine more than just Parkinson's disease. It's a neurological defect overall.
When this administration started, I remember at the White House press briefing room, there was a declaration that there would be an open, transparent, honest conversation from that podium. And now we're getting anything but. I don't know any other point in my lifetime where there's been this lack of transparency from that podium. There was a point where Americans were watching and saying, we want this information because we want to know if President Biden has cognitive decline. We think because we see this and that.
I mean, we see it, man, in a debate. There's definitely something there. And then people are trying to tell me that there's nothing there. Just vote for him. No, man. There's definitely something there. And then I see now what people are doing now on the internet. They're using fear tactics, talking about this Project 2025. Listen, man, this whole thing involving Project 2025 has been around for a very long time. Their ideals and things like that. It's a conservative think tank. They've been around since the 1980s. I don't think Trump is affiliated with that. I just don't. And right now, like, why would I vote for Biden? And I don't know if he can sit up there and go toe to toe with the world leaders. You guys let me know what you think. Drop a comment below, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. But before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. If you have any video ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Take care.